I'm Bhanu Siva Krishna, currently doing my final year in BBA Digital Marketing at UPES Dehradun. And I'm going to tell you how to make a good resume which can not just attract the HR, but going to excite and fascinate the HR to know your story. See, we don't really get so excited about remade or remixed stories. We get more excited about the authentic and original and creative stuff. In the same way, let your resume and your profile and the way you convey yourself and your professional overview, let it be more authentic and original and creative than something like never seen before. Try your level best to get that mark. See, even I don't have any work experience, and I'm a BBA fresher, done a 3-year degree, and I have nearly 8 job offers from very good companies in India during this tough times called as so-called COVID pandemic. But still, if you have good core competencies and good competence which can actually make you a resume and what you have done and what you want to do in the future stand out and will help the HR trust you that you're going to get into it and you're going to do it, you're going to learn it. So show some evidence that is your resume. And I'm going to tell you how to make a good resume that's going to help you get to land onto a job that really fascinates you. So let's look into my resume. And I believe my resume is something that's worth sharing. And you just take it as an example about the content and the input and insights. See, I don't really believe about the format or about the font or the design or the templates. That's just like a cherry on the top of a cake. But the real cake, the pastry, and the cream is what you really write in it, the flavor. That's the flavor. So, what do we really write in a resume? What really is going to fascinate anyone who reads it? What really makes one feel like, hey, this guy should work for our firm. We have a great deal with this guy. So, look into it. Never really write a correspondence address at the start of your resume. See many resumes which have correspondence address, where are they from, their PIN code, all those things. No. Just write your phone number if they want to discuss something. Just write your LinkedIn ID which can actually convey your professional overview and what really you're doing, what are the opinions you have on professional things and business things that happen around. And if you do any GitHub, if you're a technical guy, you can do that. Or just write your email ID so they can actually take the application process forward. Overview and objective is simply the career overview. I would say the professional overview, the internships you have done and what you learned and what you have studied, and also the objective. All these you have studied with an objective. So that career objective, what it is. So my overview is, I said I'm a learner of business strategy and marketing, and I believe as a firm believer of business to create an idiosyncratic impact, change that matters, fill voids, and become a force for good. See, write very simple words which really convey you. Because you are the hero in your story, it should excite the HR. And I said, I'm a prudent erudite with an intrinsic motivation. The motivation which hasn't been given by someone else is my own intrinsic motivation, which has made me study business, strategy, and marketing, and customer success, and CRM, and relevant subjects. And also got the impulse in me to practice them in real life. And also holistic savvy, saying, see, every word you say, you have to prove them with the work experience, the trainings you have taken, and also the achievements, the certifications, the courses you have done, and the leadership positions and the volunteer and initiatives for good you have done. So all these things, they should have a purpose. Or this can be the center, and that can be a purpose, and that can be a purpose, and this can be a resultant. So you have cerebral capacity. So the right mind and the left mind together, I would say, the right brain and the left brain together have the cerebral capacity to think creatively and to think logically. I would say the analytical side of it and also the creative side of it. The cerebral capacity and the savvy, the skill set and the motivation to define my objective, which is where to play and how to win the market. That can be a standout objective for anyone who's looking for a career in brand management, marketing, business strategy, not business strategy, I would say more like business development, and also which is more like a enterprise sales and also marketing strategy formulation and relevant like customer success management and all this stuff. So this can be, you can have your own objective and your own overview. I'm not really telling you to follow my overview and objective. That defines me. So look for an objective and overview which really defines you. And also the academic years. So also always show, you have to do it before you show it. So try to do something where there is a continuous improvement. Even if it is 80%, before if it is 70, now it is 80, and all the semesters together, if it is somewhere around something like 90, it's going to sound more good. But anything which is above 80 is really going to put you on the safe zone if they're really going to filter you on the name of GPA. See, eligibility is mostly 60% for most of the companies. But to be on the competent side, it's better to be with a competitive edge of having something more than 80%. And next, look into your work experiences, the internships you have done, and simply write the name of the company, the job you're doing, and also from when to when, and the location. And about the virtual trainings or projects you have taken, and write your skill sets. See, never write confident assertive, those type of things, because they're not skills, they are not really competencies, they are just attributes, characteristic traits. The right things which can be kept into practical, the hard skills, not really the soft skills. Because everyone are going to say that we have soft skills of public speaking and all that. You have an evidence to say that you have went into MUNs, then write it. If not, or if you have any other evidence of debates or speeches or any sort of negotiation things you have done, presentation, everything you should have an evidence of. Like you're gonna get a skill like brand management if you work for any firm as an intern as a brand marketer. Customer service management is more about you do a job, then you'll get a skill. But if you write the new subjects, like if you write financial analysis, that's not really gonna make sense because it's financial marketing. Well, selling demat accounts to people, there is nothing related to financial analysis. So don't write it, just write financial marketing. If you really think about that. Next, write about the certifications. See, first of all, if the HR asks you, what did you learn from this course number 6, financial markets? You should have something to say that you have learned about the derivative market, equity market and all. They ask you about the blockchain and they ask you like, who's the founder or the one who started the blockchain concept? Then you should have an answer that is Satoshi Nakamoto. And if they ask you who, what did you learn in the course managing company of the future? And who said that? And if you say who, which course, that will look like you just did the quizzes and got the certificate. No. Do watch entire lessons, do the quizzes by your own, and do get the certificate and enjoy doing the course. So then you can say, I did the course in this specific month, it was the London Business School and this is what I've learned. This was my objective before learning it. So you can explain your profile overview. See, some of the courses can be relevant to the specific area or they can be just to help you holistically develop yourself and get yourself well equipped and knowledgeable about various industries and various functionalities. So that's what I did. And achievements can be of the last 5 years, maximum 6 years. Because even when a politician talks about what he has done, he's going to say about the last 5 years I have done this. So in the same way, you're going to say the last 5 years, it's not just like the past 1 year I was just doing some competitions, participated in that, participated in this. No, right? What you have won. Because what really matters is the sort of a competency you're shown and the character you're shown, which has got you an award. If you don't really have anything which you won, then just write the participation certificates. But write only the achievement things for the last 5 years, which is going to show a continuous improvement, which is Kaizen, the concept. You have been continuously improving since 2016 until 2021. There are regular achievements. And if you find some achievement is something that meant to be highlighted, you may highlight it, like Times of India Poet, National Genius Search Examination Excellence, and Harvard MUN, these sort of things you can highlight, or whatever you believe, sports, because sports does really matter. If you're captain of the sport team, you can put it in leadership experiences, and also if you got an award for being a leader in the school days, high school, like literary secretary or school SPL or head for, you may mention them. Even a class prefect does really work at times if you don't really have anything else to put, or president of a marketing club or a science club or an activity club or a drama club does really gonna play a great role, and volunteer. See, because I used a word called as very big word called as I'm going to fill voids and become a force for good and do the change that matters. If I do all these things for my own career prospect, that doesn't really make any sense, right? So just see, I did all these volunteer initiatives, not just for the past 2 years. They did even to the 14 and 15, all this, because volunteer is something you don't really do with the mind, but do with the heart and the character you have, not really about the competence and the caliber, it's about the character. So you're going to show them that you have been doing them since years because you like being a force for good even before you were joined any college or you came to your senior high school. So that's going to show your character, what's your upbringing has been, what is your mindset, and what are your long-term aims, what sort of a person are you going to become in the workplace. Everything is going to make sense. So you can even include more things like the languages you know and the hobbies you have and the leisure pursuits, and also the things like projects you have done with Coursera or with GitHub if you're a technical guy, or anything more which you think that is meant to be, that can actually convey your story. So this actually conveys my story, what I've completed, what I've won, what are the courses I did, and what are the leadership experiences I've taken up, and what has actually made me a person, what all these things. And my hobbies that I like watching movies, and all that you can tell in your person interview when they get to know you well, and where all you have done for the diversity factor. You have worked in Hyderabad, Mumbai, Dehradun, virtual trainings, and now a California-based company which still hasn't told me where my job location is going to be, mostly in Chennai or California or Bangalore, but wherever. The diversity factor and the number of internships you have done and how diverse and how holistic has that made you, and everything is going to make value, believe me. So don't really think about the format or the design or template, I'm going to say again, because what people going to care is not about the it's not really about the handwriting, but it's more about the writing, the content inside it. When it's such a qualified HR, it's such a big MNC, if you're really applying for it and you got shortlisted. So my resume is more apt for the people who are like ones who have achieved things and have been really believed in continuous improvement instead of just कुछ तो job मिलना है, ఏదో job కావాలి చేసేద్దాం, कुछ तो काम चलना है, घर चलना है, तो कुछ ना काम मिलना है, हम तो क्लास बंक कर लिया, जब भी कुछ तो जॉब मिलना है ना तो कर ले, तो दिस resume is not really meant for you. So if you're really passionate, if you're first year, second year, take time, you have 1 year more time, so start learning slowly. Your suggestion to do these courses is like, do slowly. Don't do 5-6 courses in a month and try to get stressed up. You won't really enjoy them. Just do Coursera, anything like half an hour a day, that will be enough. So you do 2 courses a month, that will be great. You can finish it in some 9 months. You do some 10 courses, you need to do 17 like I did, because I enjoyed them. So I'm going to tell you, even personally, if you call me or mail me or text me on LinkedIn, I'm going to help you on how to actually personally to do your resume, and I'm going to do it for free of cost. If you send me your inputs, I'm going to do a resume for you, and you may refer your friends that I'm going to do a good resume for them as well. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, BSK Business Erudite, and also do follow me on LinkedIn.